You may or may not be aware that the Federal Trade Commission recently fined YouTube, or rather Google, $170 million for violating the US Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which forbids collecting data from children under the age of 13 without explicit parent consent. Because of this, YouTube has announced that creators will have to mark whether the videos are made for kids or not made for kids. Now this can be done in two ways, either on a per video basis or on the whole channel basis. However, this comes with some restrictions. If you set a video to made for kids, there will be limited data collection, meaning no personalized ads, so reduced revenue, no comments, no join button, no merch shelf, and starting from January, you'll be unable to add info cards and end screens. Wait. Hang on. Furthermore, if you set your whole channel as made for kids, you will also have access to stories, the community tab, the notification bell, and the ability for users to add your videos to watch later or any other playlist. Hang on, am I seeing this correctly? So basically, lots of limitations. Also, this was supposed to be a joke about me like putting on my glasses, but I don't find my glasses because I wear contact lenses, so hopefully I find them, otherwise I'm gonna have to get like, what was that, 4th pair? So anyway, what does made for kids actually mean? Like, what is a kid?
Biologically, a child is a human being between the stages of birth and puberty, or between the developmental period of infancy and puberty.
Okay, smartass. A kid in the US is defined as anyone below the age of 13, so it probably isn't a coincidence that the YouTube Kids app goes up to 12 years old, though if it were me I'd probably get fed up with that constant music playing in the background which requires the smart brains of an adult to disable, or that there's basically no way of seeing videos chronologically, but instead just a random mismatch. Anyway, if a kid is defined as anyone below 13, does that mean that if someone below 13 were to watch my video that I would have to mark it as for kids? Well, no, because I didn't specifically make this video for kids, and here's my proof, you YouTube has created a list to consider when determining if you're made for kids or not, such as child actors, the subject matters, activities such as simple songs or games, and toys that appeal to children. Oh, so Brian's toy review. Wait, they changed the name. So in theory, this should only apply to very kid-oriented channels, as confirmed by a tweet by DanTDM, which confirmed that when talking to Google, they said that he was not considered made for kids. So if he's not made for kids, then, I mean, he's kind of quite made for kids, do you know what I mean? Also, if I keep on saying flying flamingos in my videos, then I guess I won't have to worry about the $42 million fine. Bruh. $42,000 per video that you mark incorrectly, and I mean that's quite a lot, isn't it? So whilst this will be alright for most channels including me, some channels like Ryan's Toy Review will probably have to take a massive hit financially, because if I trust the numbers from this article from TubeFilter, not running personalized ads sees a loss in revenue between 60 to 90%, meaning a channel that usually generates $100 in revenue would drop to somewhere between $10 and $40. But hang on, you say, this all sounds pretty bad and it doesn't seem like anyone's actually benefiting from this, right? And to that beautifully forced upon comment of yours, I would say that there is a positive to this all, and that's that children will no longer be forced to watch personalized toy ads anymore, but instead will be able to watch generic toy ads, probably featuring those exact same toys. Okay, but I do want to say that breaking privacy laws is like not a good thing, right? And I guess a fine is probably a good way of dealing with that. But then again, if we let's say look at the $5 billion fine imposed by Facebook by the FTC earlier this year, Facebook's stock price actually rose by 2% after the FTC announced that the fine was only $5 billion compared to Facebook's annual earnings of over $55 billion last year, an increase of nearly 40% from the previous year. So if a big scandal's consequences like that are what many people consider as not enough, and that was $5 billion, what impact do comparatively much smaller fines like $170 million really do? Is it just a small price to pay for being able to data mine billions of people for basically corporate greed? Well, I think so. So will we live in a world where large corporations can have a possibly larger impact than politicians? Well, that's for us to decide as a human race.